All right, everyone, and welcome back to That Variety Nerd. I'm Christina, and today we are diving into another Sims 4 renovation. Today we are giving some much needed love and attention to our good old pal Johnny Zest. So, in Sims lore, Johnny Zest, our good old pal, he's basically the disowned land grab, and the land grabs literally own everything. It's kind of ridiculous. Like they have their own schools, and like they just oh god, it's a whole thing. So basically, Johnny Zest, he basically wants to go and become famous and stuff like that, and just become a really famous and well-known like comedian and musician and entertainer just in general, and so that's his shtick. And so I figured like, well, I might as well just renovate his place because I'm basically like renovating the rest of the neighborhood and building the rest of the neighborhood anyway. So this is the last little lot in this little area that slash neighborhood that I renovated. I'm eventually gonna have a save file. It's just a matter of just sitting my butt down, renovating, building. It's more like the building that's gonna be the longest part to like really flesh out. But this lot was actually really interesting to sort of work on because it's like another trailer sort of thing. And like there's another trailer that I just built. It came out, the video came out for it, I believe on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So yeah, I wanted to do another sort of build or renovation that was sort of like that, just to sort of blend it in with the rest of the neighborhood pretty well, and I think it did. I really like how it turned out. And again, like when I do these renovations, I always keep like the people in mind if they're already in the existing lot, like Johnny Zest. So it's very much like a very sparse bachelor pad, so if you notice there's actually money in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. So we're basically on a budget here. We're basically just using whatever money he's got to his name, and just renovating his little trailer to make it a nice, cozy little bachelor pad for him. Like it's just like blues, blacks, whites. It's pretty masculine, but I think it all works because it's Johnny Zest. Like we wanted to give him a little bit of an upgrade to make it not as dark and depressing. But I really like how this turned out. We also give him a nice little desk and like a lounge chair and stuff, so that way he can kind of relax after his gigs. So because like becoming famous is exhausting, and I can only imagine what the poor guy is going through. So that's sort of what we were going for right there. So again, this is just a very just chill build slash renovation in general. I think this part only lasts like about 8 minutes or a little bit over 8 minutes. So it's like not like a super long one. And then with even with the screenshots, like this video is probably going to be around like 9 minutes. Not even that. Probably nine at the max. But yeah, the layout was interesting because I basically just sort of flip it a little bit. So I turned it all into like a open floor plan in the living room, semi closed off kitchen. There's only like one wall that separates everything. The bathroom is an ensuite bathroom because to me that just made a little bit more sense. And that way we could just sort of just take our time with it as well. And like again, if we're trying to treat it more like a bachelor pad, like to me it just made a little bit more sense just to just do an ensuite sort of bathroom. And plus it, like you're not going to have a lot of I mean to be fair, there's like not that much like space in that little hallway area. So if it lessens up the traffic in the foot area or in the front door sort of space, then we're doing all right. So yeah, we eventually just moved that door into the onto the other wall that's like connected to the bedroom. And we keep these three items for a reason because Johnny Zest again he's in the entertainment career. He's trying to become like an aspiring entertainer, probably I think a comedian if I remember correctly. Again, he's the disowned land grab. So I don't know what sort of affiliation to the land grabs he is officially offhand. Simlore is not my area of expertise by any means, but it's still something I find mildly entertaining. So yeah, as you can see, it's just very dark and dingy. And like granted, black and blue isn't like it's not a super big upgrade, but like literally anything would be considered an upgrade in this house. So that's just sort of where we went for that. We just did like a small, very small kitchen. We include a bar too, because again, like it's a bachelor pad, like it's just meant for this just single dude, just trying to entertain people. And so I kind of kept that entertainment factor just like throughout the whole place. And so I wanted it to just be a very chill entertainment spot where like his friends and coworkers and like maybe like the occasional like special person that might stop by, like, have a nice drink after work or something. I don't know, whatever the case might be for Johnny Zest. And yeah, again, I included a microwave. Like, we don't have that much counter space, but again, it's like just one dude that just lives here. And we eventually just go with this blue color throughout pretty much almost the whole house. Like I included in the bedroom as well. Just because I feel like, especially because it is Johnny Zest, he would probably not want like so much going on in terms of like colors and so on and so forth. And so what I do is that I eventually just sort of do like a shower tub sort of thing. And this is where I get to the point where I just move this door into the ensuite and just turn it into an ensuite bathroom. So there's that. And then there's like a double vanity. Like you can easily convert that into two separate sinks as well. So I just include like a shower tub because to me that just made the most sense. Like, might as well invest in the bathroom. Like, there's no shame in that. So yeah, I just add that little toilet in there. I don't really add a whole lot, just like maybe some shower stuff, and that's pretty much it. Just because, like, again, it's a guy's sort of space. And so I wanted to just make a nice little space just for his, like, just, maybe a hamper or whatever. Just like something that's very chill, very sparse, more modern, more of an open floor plan. Just very much a bachelor pad, but with the money that he had left. And as you can see, we ran out pretty quickly once we got the shower tub in there and just in there, like the shower bath or whatever. So we still have windows to put in, which is mildly entertaining. So we just go with these little white windows on the exterior. And then there's also a sliding door to the exterior. We just have like a small grill and also a lounge chair out there because I felt like we still needed something in there. There's some bar stools. There's just like a cheap bed because like I don't expect him to be using that room for like long anyway. And just like a small dresser. Nothing super fancy or anything like that. We just sort of go with like a blue color in here, if not the same exact color blue, or at least very close to it in here. And so we eventually just go with some carpeting in here. We center up everything that's like pretty much with the window as well. And yeah, it's very sparse in here, but again, like it's just like a bachelor pad. It's just meant to be very sparse. In general, we finish up with the windows over here. I'm just trying to line up everything to make sure that everything's symmetrical and fitting and all of that. I eventually go with this taller window because it is a medium height space, which I don't mind it, but like in some cases it was annoying. Also, this exterior, like much of it needed to go, period, which also really freed up some simoleons in general. So I eventually just sort of moved some of the shrubbery like sort of over there. That way everything has a little bit of home, and that way we get some more simoleons, which is always a bonus. So yeah, we have enough for a little bit of a living room area and a little bit of an outdoorsy sort of space as well. Because who doesn't like a nice little grill and a lounge chair on their front deck? And it's a nice view. Like there's a screenshot in the screen cap in the screenshot section right after this speed part. And it actually is like a first person perspective of what Johnny Zest's view actually looks like from like his lounge chair. So that way you get to see like the street view and like what it'll look like if you're just lounging around. But yeah, I wanted to create a little bit of separation, so I just included that just like one little wall, separate the kitchen from like the living room area. Again, very sparse, not a whole lot going on, just like a chair and like a little end table and all that. And just keeping all of his entertainment stuff there, I felt like was just super important to his character. So that was just what I was keeping in mind over there, and just including some just cheap posters. Again, very much just like just a dude starting out, just trying to make his way into the world. That was sort of my impression I got of Johnny Zest. And yeah, so again, we're about to dive into the screenshots like any second now, but I included just like a grill out here and also a lounge chair, so that way we could just sort of have a little area to just chill and, cook some food. And again, right here, I'm actually just play testing everything. So yeah, we're about to just go into the screenshots right about now. Alright, and here we are into these screenshots. So I really hope that we did our good pal Johnny Zest some justice with this house. And yeah, I really enjoyed how this turned out. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of that fun YouTube stuff. I also stream on Twitch on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone!